Very good morning, dear students. Today we will work out the problems under a Fisher method, right? So before working out the problem, we will discuss what we worked out in the previous class. Okay. So in the previous session, we have solved problems under a simple method, right? So if you want to calculate the index number for the given problem, I told you there are two methods are there to find out the index number. One is simple index number, second one is weighted index number, right? First one is simple, second one is weighted. So in the simple index number, there are two methods are there. One is simple aggregate method, second one is simple average of price relative method. Okay, once again I'll repeat. In simple index method, there are two methods are there, right? One is simple aggregate method, second one is simple average of price relative method. So we already worked out the problems under the two methods. Okay, so what is the difference between these two methods? Already told you. In simple aggregate method, okay, we will be adding all the price value of base year and then the current year, all the price value of base year and then current. We have to sum up, and after summing sum up the prices of the base year and then the prices of the current year, divide the current year summation of the price by summation of the price of the base year into 100. That is simple aggregate method. Please make a note of it. Okay, we have to calculate, we have to sum up the price of base year and then the current year separately, divide both and multiply into 100, you will get the index number value. This is simple aggregate method. Second method, what we worked out yesterday, is simple average of price relative method. Here, what you have to do, you have to calculate the price relative p value for each commodity separately, right? In the previous method, we find out the total value of the price of both current and base year, and then we divide it. Here, you need to calculate the price value for each commodity. What is the price value for commodity A, commodity B, or rice, wheat? That means for each commodities, you have to divide the price value of the current year by the base year into 100, you will get P value. And then sum up all the P value, you will get summation P. Find out the log P value. Find out the summation of all the log P value. You divide and multiply into 100, you will get simple average of price relative. At the same time, when you are calculating the simple average for the index number, I told you, you have to find out two average. One is simple average, second one is geometric mean. So geometric means you have to find out the anti-log. That's it. Okay, I think this is clear, right? Simple method. Any doubts in the simple method? If you have any doubts in the simple method, please put your doubts or queries in the chat box so that I can address them. Is there any doubts in the simple method? Please kindly reply. If you have any doubts, please tell me. Otherwise, we'll move on to the second method. I hope for everyone, simple method, index method is clear, right? So once again, I'll repeat, simple index method, we have simple aggregate, simple average of price relative method. Okay, so under this two method, we solve the problems, right? Next, we'll move on to the second method. Second method is what? Weighted index method. Okay, so first method is a simple index method, simple weight index method, and the second one is a weighted index method. Under the second index method, weighted index method, there are two methods. Other one is weighted aggregate method and weighted average of price relative method. The same thing. Instead of simple, you have to put weighted. That's it. In both the method, there are two methods. Okay, but in weighted index method, you have under weighted index method, under weighted aggregate method, you have three methods: Lipschitz method, Pasteur's method, Fisher method. Right? Under weighted aggregative method, there are three methods. Other one is Lipschitz, Pasteur's, and then Fisher. Okay, so in yesterday's class, under weighted aggregate method, we solved the problems under Lipschitz method. I told you, right, how to how to know the formula, right? See, the base formula for finding the index number is summation of P1 divided by summation of P0 into 100. That means total price value of the current year divided by the total price value of the base year. Summation P1 divided by summation P0. This is common. Okay. Along with this formula, if you multiply quantity of the base year, that means Q0. If you multiply quantity of the base year Q0 in the numerator and the denominator in the respective formula, that is Lobsier's method formula. Please make a note of it. If you multiply quantity base of base year Q0 in the numerator and then denominator along with the base formula into 100, that is Lobsier's method. Okay, formula is there in the slide. Please make a note of it. This is what we worked out yesterday, right? Okay. And then the second method is a Pasteur's method. Okay, again, same base formula. If you multiply the quantity of the current year, that is Q1, quantity of the current year Q1, if you multiply Q1 in the numerator and the denominator, that is Pasteur's method. That is Pasteur's method. Is it clear? So under these two methods also, yesterday we solved the problem. So P value will be given. See, in the form problem I told you, sometimes they will use a term called base year, current year. Okay, under that they will give price, quantity, price, quantity. Sometimes instead of base year, they will give the year 2010. And then the next year will be 2013 or 2014. So the recent year, the highest year, that should be the current year, and then the oldest year. Okay, that is really the base year. So you have to take like that. Don't expect that, sir, every problem they will give the term base year, current year. Sometimes they will give, sometimes instead of the particular term, they will give the year. Which year? 2014, 2019, 2010, 2014. You have to identify which is the base year, which is the current year. According to that, what are the values given for the particular year? The price value for the base year will be P0. Price value for the current year will be P1. And similarly, quantity for the base year will be Q0. Quantity for the current year will be Q1. If you remember this term, this is very, very easy to solve the problem under index method. Don't get confused. P is for price, Q is for quantity. That is, it's very easy to remember. If you're putting 0 means that is for the base year. If you're putting 1 in the suffix means it is for the current year. Please remember this. Okay. So any doubts after this? Shall we move on to the next method? Guys, please kindly reply. Okay, already we worked out the simple method is over. Now weighted index method. Under weighted index method, first method is a weighted aggregate method. Under that first method, there are three methods are there: Lobsier's, Pasteur's, and Fisher. Yesterday we solved the problem under Lobsier's and Pasteur's method. According to the formula, you multiply the price and quantity. You know which is P0, which is P1, which is Q0, which is Q1, and open a two more column. According to the formula, find out P0 Q1 or P1 Q0 or P1 Q1. It is depend upon the formula. And find out the total value of those columns and divide it and multiply into under. You will get the index number. Okay. Any doubts? Okay, clear. Now good. Okay. Now we will move to the next method. Please take down this formula. See, under weighted index method, the third method is Fisher method. Fisher method. I already told you yesterday itself. Fisher method, combination of both Pasteur's and Lobsier's method. See the Lobsier's formula. See the formula. P01 equal to square root of the first formula is there, no? P1 Q1 P1 Q0 divided by P0 Q0 into summation P1 divided by summation P0 Q1 into 100. So it is combination of both Lobsier's and Pasteur's method, Fisher method. It's very simple now. You already worked out the problems under Lobsier's method and then Pasteur's method. Now Fisher method is you have to create a column, okay, where you have to find out all the combination P0, P1 Q0, P0 Q0, P1 Q1, P0 Q. That means you have to open a 4 more column, and you know that what is the data given for each year. Substitute, find out all those values, multiply, and find a square root. You will get the answer. So copy the formula for Fisher method. See, under Fisher method, formula is square root of summation P1 Q0 divided by summation P0 Q0 into summation P1 Q1 by summation P0 Q1 into 100. Square root is only for the particular formula, not for the 100. That means you have to find out the value after substituting the respective column, find out the square root of that value, and then multiply it under 100. Don't multiply it under and find out the square root. Square root is only for the particular formula. Please make a note of it. Okay, don't put a square root for the whole formula, including 100. Don't put that. Okay, did you copy it? So let's move on to the next slide. Okay, fine. See, under the Fisher method, we have to see sometimes in the problem they'll ask you to calculate the index number using Fisher method. So if they are mentioning that to calculate the price index number by using a Fisher index method, you apply this formula and get the value. That's it. With that, you can stop the answer. Suppose in Fisher method itself, we have a two criteria. That means after calculating Fisher method, Fisher index number, they will ask you to verify whether it proves two important factor. One is a time reversal, TRTT. I will show the next slide. See, TRTT, time reversal test, and factor reversal test, whether it proves that or not. They will ask you to prove that. In the problem itself, they will give. That means if they are asking to prove FRT and TRT, first you have to find out the Fisher index number by using the previous formula. And after that, there are separate formulas there for TRT and FRT, time reversal test, factor reversal test. You need to prove that. So time reversal test has a certain formula that should be, after substituting the value in the formula, it should be equal to 1. That means your time reversal test is proved. FRT, it should come equal to certain value, summation P1 Q0 by summation P0 Q0. If you equal to that, if you prove that, then TRT FRT is verified. Okay, so sometimes in Fisher method also, they will ask only to calculate the price index number using Fisher method. At the same time, in the same problem, they may ask you to find the Fisher index number and also to prove TRT and FRT. Okay, so please make a note of this. TRT and FRT. This Fisher method is also called as the ideal method. That is another name for Fisher index method is ideal. That means, see, in Fisher method, okay, see, in the Lapsus method, along with the price value for the current and base year, they will include only the quantity of the base year, Q0. In the Pastis method, they will include only the quantity of the current year. Okay, whereas in the Fisher method only, it will include the price and quantity of both base and both current year. That means P0, P1, Q0, Q1, all the four values will be there. That's why they are saying that it is based on both base and current year of price quantity. So for that, you need to find out the index number by using the respective formula. And then it has to satisfy the two important tests called TRT, time reversal test, factor reversal test, to avoid the error. Okay. Copied. You can just, I'll note down the formula way. You can put the heading TRT and FRT. You can take down this TRT. It's a test to determine the, okay, whether the formula, by using the Fisher formula, we can able to prove the data is, okay, will be verified, is applicable for both the time period. That means for both base year as well as for the current year. Okay, I will show the formula now. Take down this formula. Yes. This is a formula. Please take down this formula. See, TRT formula, P01 into P10 should be equal to 1. That means you should prove that after substituting the P1, P0, Q0, Q1 value in the respective formula, you should prove that that should be equal to 1. That means your time reversal test is proved, verified. Similarly, factor reversal test. See, factor reversal test is, it is a combination of both price and quantity. P01 into Q01 equal to, it should be equal to the value of summation P1 Q1 divided by summation P0 Q0. Okay, see, when you are copying the formula, don't get confused. I already told you. See, the first part is there. No, this is the first part. It is a combination of what? Lapsis and then passes method. Is it clear now? The first part is combination of lapses and that means the first part is Fisher index method formula. Along with that, you have to multiply and the square root. You take the reverse one. That means see the second one, P0 Q1, no, P0 Q1, P1 Q1. That you make it as a reverse. That means see the next one. I'm just moving my cursor. See that P0 Q1 is there, no? Okay, in that you should come in the numerator. P1 Q1 should come in the denominator. Similarly, see this one. P0 Q0 should be in the numerator. P1 Q0 should be the denominator. That's it. Simple, guys. No need to mug up this formula. No need to spend a lot of time to learn this formula. I told you, right? Base formula is, note down now itself. Base formula is summation P1 by summation P0. Okay. If you multiply both numerator and denominator with Q0, that is Lapsis method. That is Lapsis method. If you multiply the numerator denominator with a quantity of current year Q1, that is Passes method. That is Passes method, right? Okay. You multiply this both. You multiply both the formula, that is Fisher method. Now, is it clear? Please give me a acknowledgement whether you are clear with the formula, because if you are confused with formula, then it is very difficult to solve the problem. Because instead of Q1, if you put Q0, entire problem goes wrong. Please understand. Okay, no problem. If you take a time, also no problem. First one is keep the base formula, summation P1 divided by P0. If you multiply the numerator denominator with Q0 base year quantity, it is Lapsis method. If you multiply the numerator and denominator with the current year quantity Q1, it is called Passes method. If you multiply the Lapsis and Passes method, that is called Fisher method. Now, is it clear? In Fisher method, time reversal test, TRT, is first write the Fisher method. This is what, see this, see the formula, see my cursor, what I'm moving. Just I'm circulating, right? This is the Fisher method. Multiply, okay, square root of, you just reverse this. P0 Q1, whatever the things are there in the numerator, the denominator, bring it in the numerator. Whatever the things are there in the numerator, bring it to the denominator. That's it. That is time reversal method. That should be equal to 1. That should be equal to 1. Right? Simple. And similarly, the factor reversal method, okay, it should be proved. It should be proved like this Fisher formula. See this Fisher formula. This is Fisher formula. Okay. And here you are copying the same water time reversal test. Only the thing is that cross thing is there. No. See this summation P0 Q0 and in the denominator summation P1. You just interchange this. Bring the P0 Q0 to the denominator and make this summation P1 Q1 to the numerator. That's it. That is called as a FRT. That is FRT. So after substituting the formula values in this respective formula, it should equal to, that means the answer should be equal to the summation P1 Q1 divided by summation Q0. Okay. Now, is it clear, guys? Any doubt on the formula? Or you want me to explain one more time? If it is clear, then we will move on to the problem. If you are clear with the formula, then there will not be any issue. Did you copy this formula and it is clear? Is it clear? Any other doubts in the formula? You understood, right? I think you understood how the Laplace formula, Passes formula, Fisher method you have to come. In the Fisher method, how the TRT formula, how the FRT formula. In the TRT formula, that Fisher method formula into reverse of the Fisher method formula. Okay. And you copy the same thing for the factor reversal method. One other thing is in the second part, okay, the first formula denominator should come to the numerator for the second one, and the second numerator should come to the first denominator for the first. That's it. Cross interchange. Okay. Yes, clear. If you have any doubts in the formula, you can ask me, but don't do the problem with the doubt. Okay. And this is what the problem that we worked out in the previous class, Laplace method, right? Already we worked out. And I have mentioned some note here. Did you analyze what is this meaning of this note? Why I mentioned here? Can anyone? Can anyone tell me why I mentioned the note here? By seeing the note, you can able to understand, sir. I told you, right, for some problem, they will give the base year, current year term, or they will give the year. Okay. Sometimes you may get the problem, okay, not only with the price and quantity. Instead of quantity, they may give value. Only they will give price and value. Or they will take price. They will give only value and quantity. Okay, in that case, for example, take the same problem. Price is given 2451, and instead of quantity, you just take that is value. That is value. They didn't give the quantity. That is value. Value is 2610.5. Now what we have to do? But actually we need P and Q, price and quantity, for the problem, for the formulas to find out the index number. Because in the formula we have only P and Q, right? But in the formula, in the problem, they are given only price and value, P and then V they are given. So how to calculate the quantity? In such cases, you have to use this formula. Value equal to price into quantity. Okay. So how to calculate the value? How to calculate the quantity? You bring the price to the left hand side, so it becomes value by price. You know value. What is value? Value is 20 here. 20 value divided by price will be the quantity. 20 divided by 2 equal to 10. So quantity will be 10. 6 divided by 4, some value. 10 divided by 4, some value. 5 divided by 1, some value. So that value is quantity. So like that, in some problem, they will not give any one of the values directly. If price and quantity is given, it's simple. No need to apply this. You have already got P and Q value. Sir, in the problem, they didn't give the price at all, sir. They gave only value and quantity. How to calculate the price, sir? Then you find out price equal to value by quantity. Or if you want to calculate quantity, quantity equal to value by price. You can use this formula in any way. Which one you want, according to that, you alter this formula. Is it clear? This is clear? Because some problems you may get. Don't expect that you may get direct value. Some problem they will give, instead of quantity, they will give value and price. Or instead of price, they will give only value and quantity. You have to calculate the remaining part. Any doubts? Is it clear why the note is given here? Shall we move on to the problem? And this is the Passes method we worked out, right? Okay. And the next one is, today we will be seeing the Fisher method. Fisher method, we will see the general simple Fisher method, how to calculate the Fisher index number, and how to prove FRT and TRT. Okay. Yes. Now take down this formula. Sorry, take down this problem. Third problem is Fisher method. Okay, calculate the index number of price using the Fisher formula. See, there are 4 commodities are given, 4 items are given, and they given the price and quantity for the base year and the price and quantity for the current year. Copy this for problem. Once if you copy, please tell me. I will stop sharing this PPT and I will share the Word document. Now, okay, this is also very simple. You can also try. See the price for the base here, that is P0 is given, Q0 is given, P1 is given, Q1 is given. Okay, so after writing this table, create a one more table, item P0, Q0, P1, Q1, and then open a four more columns, because in the Fisher formula we need P1, Q0, P0, Q0, and then P1, Q1, P0, Q1. That combination you have to make it in the four columns. According to that, multiply the value and put it, and find out the summation, substitute the formula, multiply into 100, you will get the value. This is also very simple. Copy it. If you are copied, please reply in the chat box so that I can stop sharing the PPT and I will move on to the Word document so that I can work out the problems. Yes, copied. Okay. Okay. Now I will stop sharing this and I'll open the Word document now. Okay. I think you can see the Word document, right? Fine. This is a problem that we worked out in the previous class. We had solved the problem under simple aggregate method. Okay. I told you, right? You have to calculate the P for each commodity and you have to find out the log P value and substitute in the formula. And this is a weighted index method, weighted aggregate. We have solved Laplace method, right? The Laplace method, we have calculated only two things because this is what we needed in the formula. So it is enough if you calculate this. And we have substituted in the formula and we got the value. And next one is the Pacis method. Similarly, according to the formula, we have calculated this two value. Now the third one is combination of both Laplace and Pacis method. So we have to open a four more column. Okay. So this is a problem, right? I think this is a problem you got. Okay, those who didn't copy, you can copy. Okay. Now, see, this is a formula of Fisher method, square root of summation P1 Q0 divided by summation P0 Q0 into summation P1 Q1 divided by summation P0 Q1 into 100. Okay, so what we need, see, P1 Q0, P0 Q0, P1 Q1, P0 Q1. So we need this combination. Okay, we need the value of this combination. Then only we can able to find out the Fisher index number. So I just wrote here. See, I already created a table and I written here. Okay, now first one, what we have to find out, P1 Q0, right? So what is P1 Q0? See, this is P1. This is P1 Q0. Yes, Harish. Okay, fine. See, this is P1 Q0, right? So 10 into 8 will be 80. Okay, next 4 into 27. You can work out and tell me. You can multiply and tell me. 4 into 27. 108. Okay, then 102 into 2. 102 into 2. 204, right? Good. And 1 into 55 will be 55. So we got P1 Q0 value. That means we have multiplied this combination for this P1 Q0. Now move on to the next column. What is the next column? We need P0 Q0 cell. So where is P0 Q0? So this is first and second column, second and third column. This is P0 Q0. That means we have to multiply all these things. 5 into 8, 20 into 4, 60 into 2, 40 into 1. So 5 into 8 will be 40. 20 into 4 will be 80. 60 into 2 will be 120. And 40 into 1 will be 40. So we got the second combination also. Okay. What is the third combination? P1 Q1. That means the price and the quantity of the current year. So this is P1 Q1. Right? Okay, now what you have to do, you have to get the multiplication of these values. So 10 into 6 will be 60, 27 into 5, 135, right? 102306, and 55 into 1 will be 55. Okay, very good. So we got the third combination also. Now what is the fourth combination? P0Q1. So what is P0Q1? See, the price for the base year and multiplying with the quantity for the current year Q1. So P0 and Q1 value we have to multiply. So 5 into 6, this value into this value. 5 into 6, how much? 30. Then next, 20 into 5 will be 100. 60 into 3 will be 180. 40 into 1 will be 40. Sorry. Now you got this. Now can you able to understand this concept? See, in the Lapsis method, Pastis method, in the Lapsis method, we are calculating only these two columns. Okay. And in the Pastis method, we calculate only these two columns. Now in the Fisher method, we are combining both the methods. That's all. No other difference. Don't get confused. Okay, now we are doing all the four combinations. That's it. Now can you tell me the total value? 80 plus 108 plus 204 plus 55. Anyone? 447. Okay, good. Now the next one. 280. Next third combination 556. Fourth combination 350. Okay, very good. Good. So we got all the combination now. Okay, now what we have to do? We have to substitute in the formula. So this is a formula, right? Okay. I'll just copy and paste it here. Now, summation P1 Q0, this is a summation P1 Q0, 447 divided by summation P0 Q0, this is 280. So close the bracket. Okay. Into summation P1 Q1, 556. Open the bracket, 556 divided by P0 Q1, 350. Close the bracket into 100. Now tell me, what is the value of 447 divided by 280? 447 divided by 280. Anyone? Yeah, guys, anyone? 1.59. Okay. Okay, 1.596. I'll take 1.596 also, no problem. Sorry. Okay, so this is the first value. Okay, into what is the value of 556 divided by 350? 1.588. Okay, so this should be into 100. Okay, now the square root of 1.596 into 1.588. What is the value you're getting? 2.525. 2.525. Okay, into 100. Now, what is the square root of 2.525? Square root of 2.525. 1.589. 1.589 into 100. So now what we will get? 158.9. This is the answer. You got it now? See, the procedure is same, sir. Whatever we are following from simple method, the procedure is same. Only the thing is combinations is keep on adding. Right? In the simple method, we calculated the price index by using the price value of the current year and the base year. That's all. We didn't do anything with the quantity. That's why it's called as a simple method. In the weighted average method, the weighted index method, we added a quantity along with the price. So Lapsis method, we added the quantity for the base year and we got the value. Pastis method, we added the quantity for the current year we added, and then we got the value. And for the Fisher method, we are combining quantity of both current year, base year, price for both current year, base year, and we are doing it. That's it. Any doubts in the Fisher method? Clear? Now see, I'll move on to the next problem. Same Fisher method, we have to solve this problem. Next, we have to prove time reversal test and factor reversal test. Okay, that means after getting this value, again by using this value, you substitute in the TRT and FRT formula and prove that it is equal to 1. It is equal to summation P1 Q0 by summation P0 Q0. Okay, copy it. You want me to show this? Okay, I will just a little bit minimize the screen so that you can see the entire thing. See, you already copied the problem, right? After the problem, you write the formula. After that, this is the table, solution table. The solution table, you need to calculate the 4 combination value P1 Q0, P0 Q0, P1 Q1, P0 Q1. Find out the total value of all the combinations, substitute in the respective formula and get the value. Is it clear now? Any doubts? Any doubts in the Fisher method? Okay. Once you have copied, tell me. I'll move on to the next method. Sorry, next problem. Next problem you people have to do FRT and TRT. Okay, same procedure, sir. Same procedure. FRT and TRT. Okay, I think everyone has copied, right? Only Rihanna has replied. Okay, Kishore. Okay, JST. Okay, then okay, Christy. I think everyone has copied. Okay, now I'll move on to the next problem. See, which is there in the slide. It is also there in the Word document. So don't worry about the slide. See, yeah. This is the next problem. Okay, you copy this problem and you work out and tell me. I'll give 10 minutes time. Okay, I'll give 10 minutes time. Same problem. Find out the P1 Q0, P0 Q0, P1 Q1. Okay, first find out the Fisher. This is a, see, which is I'm highlighting, no. This is a Fisher method. This is Fisher method formula. And they're asking you to satisfy TRT FRT. So you have to satisfy TRT first. That means after substituting all the value here, it should be equal to 1. Okay, it should be proved, it should be equal to 1. And then the next one is FRT formula. FRT formula, if you substitute, you should prove it should be equal to some summation P1 Q0 by summation P0 Q0 value. Okay, you copy this problem and start doing it. You need to work out both FRT and TRT and tell me. Once, see, after calculating P1 Q0, P0 Q0, P1 Q1, P0 Q1, it's very simple to do the problem. It will take hardly 2 to 3 minutes to calculate this 4 combination. After that, just substituting in the formula and get the value. So there is no difficulty in solving this problem. Okay. So once if you copied, did you copy this problem? TRT, FRT problem. So this is both, not only TRT, this is both TRT and FRT. They will not ask separately. They will ask that calculate the Fisher index number and prove that TRT, FRT. Copied this problem. Okay, so those are copied. You can start working out on this. See, I'm just created the column like this, and now you people have to tell me the answer. Okay, I'll give a 5 minutes time, 3 to 5 minutes. You can do that. Those are completed, unmute and tell me so that I can enter the value. Tell me the column wise. What is the P1 Q0 value for all the 4 commodities? And then P0 Q0, P1 Q1, P0 Q1. Please, while multiplying, look at that particular value and then multiply, because sometimes 5 into 6 30 will put. But what is the first one? P1 Q0. So P1 Q0 is here. So please look at the value, refer the particular column and then multiply and put the value. Just blindly don't put the first and second column, second, third column, third, fourth column, fourth and first column. Don't do like that. See the combination. According to that, multiply the respective value and put the answers in the respective column. Then at least few people would have got the answers for all the 4 columns. So God can unmute and tell me. If I ask, no one will reply. If I call the names, no, they will not reply. So better you people itself, you can tell me the answer. Yes, come on. You copied just asking the answer for all this 4 combination. Anina, did you solve? Yes, Anina. If you have solved, you can tell me. Okay, Jayashree is ready. Okay, Jayashree, unmute and tell me.
Hello.
Yes, Jayashree.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah. So it's 36,
36,
72,
72,
120,
120,
80,
80. Okay.
and next
And
is 30,
30,
84,
84,
90,
90,
and 80.
80. Okay. Next combination 42,
78,
78,
120,
120,
and 90.
and 90. And this combination P0Q1
35,
35,
91,
91,
90,
90,
and 96.
96. Okay, very good. Thank you. Okay, any others? Anyone can tell me the total value? P1 Q1 is 96.
So it's 236.
And just a minute. First one, right?
Yes, sir.
236,
284,
284,
236,
236.
336, sir.
Some people
No, sir,
are
the previous one is 336.
336. Last one is
312.
that last one is correct, because some people are saying that it's not 96, 90 in the chat box. Which one is correct? I don't know. See, guys, whether this last values are correct.
So in P1, Q1, it's 96 and 96. P1, Q1, last one is 96, and then P0, Q1 is 96.
Okay, then now it is correct, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
So that P1 Q0, the final is 308.
P1 Q0, first one, right?
Yeah.
308.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, so we got all the combination, right? So first we have to find out the Fisher index number. Okay. So I'll just copy this. Now, okay, so summation P1 Q0, that is 308 divided by 284 into P1 Q1 is 336 divided by 312. Okay, so close the bracket into 100. Now tell me, what is the value of 308 divided by 284?
1.084.
1.084. Okay. Then what is the value of 336 divided by 312?
1.076.
1.076. Okay, good. So close the bracket into 100. Now tell me, what is the value of 1.084 into 1.076?
1.167.
1.167. Okay, into 100. Now what is the square root of 1.167?
1.080.
1.080 into 100. Very good. Now therefore P01 value will be
108.02.
108.0. Okay, whatever it is. So we got the Fisher index now. Okay. Now next one is they are asking you to prove TRT and FRT, time reversal test and a factor reversal test. So I think you copied this. Did you copy this calculation? If you copied, we will move on to the next step. If you copied this calculation part, tell me. I will move on to the next step. Now, no need to do any calculation. Now, the calculation part is over within the table itself. Just we are going to substitute the total sum of value of all the combinations in the respective formula and we are going to prove it. Okay. Yes, copy it. Okay. Now, see the next one is since they are asking you to prove the factor test and time reversal test. So this is the combination, right? Okay. Now, I will just copy this formula. Okay. Now tell me, because I cannot go to that page. Okay, summation P1 Q0 value. Anyone? Summation P1 Q0 value. Just see the table and tell me summation P1 Q0 value. Guys, am I audible? Are you there?
308.
308, sir.
Just a minute. 308. And the summation P0 Q0 value?
284.
284. Okay. Then summation P1 Q1 value?
336.
336. And the summation P0 Q1 value?
312.
312. Okay. Then the next one is summation P0 Q1 value?
312, sir.
312. And the summation P1 Q1 value?
336.
336. And next one will be 284, right? 284 and the 308. Right? Okay, then now tell me what is the value of all these things. So what is the value of 308 divided by 284? I think 1.084, right? 0.84. And the 336 divided by 312, 1.076. Okay, next 312 by 336. 312 by 336. Yeah, guys. Sometimes they are so silent.
0.928.
Okay, thank you. 0.928. Okay. 284 divided by 308.
0.922.
0.922. Okay, so we got this value right now. Okay, now find out the multiplication of all those combination and tell me. Okay, now what is the value of 1.084 into 1.076? 1.167. Okay, it's already there. Sorry. And 0.098 into 0.0924. 0.855. Okay. Now tell me the square root value of both the value. What is the square root of 1.167? No, we cannot cancel directly. If you cancel, then you will get the same Lapsus method formula only. No. 1 point. They are not asking to find out the value. They're asking to prove the value. So when you're planning to prove anything, you cannot cancel. Right? Understand that. Okay, then square root of 0.855. 0.924. Okay, now multiplication of this value. Multiplication of this value 0.997. Okay, and that means which is almost approximately, if you take equal to 1 approximately. Okay, because of some that point values, no, it may show. So now it is equal to 1, right? So that's why it is proved now. FRT is proved. Sorry, TRT is proved. Okay, we copied this. So this is a factor reversal, sorry, time reversal to satisfy TRT. We need to use this formula. Okay. Don't think that, sir, we can cancel the cross formulas. See, when you are finding any value by using the formula, you can do that. When they're asking you to prove certain things, okay, you need to prove that by substituting the respective value. Okay, see, if you do a proper calculation here, you will get 1. Sometimes we may mix, like instead of 0.84, it may be like a 0.85 or 1.076, maybe 0.077, like that. There may be a changes difference in that particular point. So that's why we are getting 0.997. So if you take actual value, it will be equal to 1. Did you copy this? So now the next one is what? We have to prove the factor reversal, right? So what is a factor reversal? I will copy that particular formula. And this is the factor reversal method. If you copy, tell me. I'll move on to the next step. So this is to satisfy FRT. Okay. Now I will copy this. Okay. Now tell me what is the value. Okay. I think it will be the same thing, right? Only the thing is that numerator denominator will change. Okay. I will copy this 308 284. And P1 Q1 P0 Q1. So this will be the same value. Okay, and into square root of summation P0 Q1, that is 312. This is 312. 312 summation P0 Q0 284. 284. Next summation P1 Q1 will be 336. 336. P1 Q0 will be 308. 308. Okay. Now we should be equal to summation P1 divided by summation P0 Q0. That means you can see the value here. What is the value of summation P1 Q1? 336 and P0 Q0 284. That means we need to prove that the left hand side should be equal to 336 divided by 284. Okay. Now I'll copy this. So 308 divided by 284 is 1.084, and the 336 divided by 312 will be the same 1.076. And what is the value of 312 divided by 284? Anyone? 312 divided by 284. 1.098. Okay. 336 divided by 308. 1.090. Okay. Now I'll copy this, paste it here. So we'll got this value, right? 1.80 will be 1.167. Okay. And what is the value of 1.098 into 1.090? Anyone? 1.196. Okay. Now tell me the square root of value of. Now what is the square root of 1.167? 1.167. 1.080. Now what is the square root of 1.196? 1.093. Just a minute. We have to get the value in division right. Is the formula is right? What is the value you're getting? Now tell me, no problem. We'll work out. Tell me. 1.080 into 1.093. What is the value of 1.08? 1.180. Okay. Which is equal to. Now tell me that summation P1 and Q1 value. What is that summation P1 Q1 value? 308. 336. Okay. 336 divided by
336, sir.
okay. P0 Q0 value 284. Okay.
284.
Okay. Now you divide and tell me this. You divide and tell me 336 divided by 284.
1.183.
1.183. Yes. Almost. I don't know. Based on that points difference, you make out. Now you tell us that is 1 point. Now we can make it as approximate like 1.18 equal to 1 point. That is proved. That means, see this combination value, this value right left hand side, okay, is equal to the summation P1 by summation P0 Q0 value. It is not that you can prove it in decimal also. Sometimes we can stop here itself. The second step, right? After multiplying or after simplifying the cross value, you will get left hand side also 336 by 284. So right hand side also you have 336 by 284. It is proved. That also you can prove. It is not that you have to come to the decimal value. Even in the fraction also, if it is proved, no problem, it is proved. Okay, so now it is verified. So both the TRT, FRT is verified. Now is it clear how to solve the index number by using Fisher method? After calculating the Fisher index number, how to prove the time reversal test and factor reversal test. So time reversal test, you should prove it that it should be equal to 1. And the factor reversal test, it should be equal to the summation P1 Q1 by summation P0 Q0. Okay, did you understood the Fisher method? So with that, the first method, weighted aggregate method, is over. So still we have one more method, weighted average of price relative method. That is very simple. That is only one method is there. Only in weighted aggregate, we have three methods, Lapsus, Bassis, and Fisher. In weighted average of price relative method, that is the only method. So that we will finish it tomorrow. And then we will start the consumer price index number next week. So one more problem is also there under Fisher that we will work out tomorrow. Okay, I told you no, they will give, sometimes they'll give the value, they will not give the quantity. So if we are getting a problem in that way, how to solve it? Okay, now is it clear? Any doubts? You can copy. Please copy the problem properly. The first one is, this is the TRT and this is FRT. Since I am working in the word, okay, so see the denominator and numerator. Please put all the values in the fraction. Don't copy as it is from the word in your notebook. When you are writing, you write square root, put square root. Write 308 by 284. Don't write SQ dot ROOT 308 bar. Please don't do that. Since I don't have a board, I'm just working in the Word document. When you are copying in the notebook, please copy in a proper format. Put the square root and write the values in the fraction, denominator and numerator. So this is FRT. Clear? Any doubts? If you have any doubts, you can ask me. Otherwise, we'll wind up the class. Tomorrow we'll work out one problem under FRT and TRT. Okay, when there is no quantity is given, price and value is given, or some other value is given, then what you have to do? That method we will work out. And next, weighted average of the price related method, we will work out one problem. So with that, the index method problem is over. Simple weighted method, these two methods are over. And next week, Tuesday, we will start consumer price index number. It will take 1 or 2 classes. So with that, your 15th will be over. Copy it. Yeah, please kindly reply. Copied all. Everyone has copied this problem. No one is replying. Okay, Shubham. Okay, I think everyone has copied the problem. I'll stop sharing this, and I'll share the PPT. Just a minute. This is a problem we worked out, and this is a problem we worked out under FRT and TRT, right? Okay. So one more problem is that you note down this problem. You just note down this problem, and you can try. See, price is given, but quantity is not given. Instead of that, value is given. So after this problem, create a one more table for finding the quantity, and then put the price and quantity in the respective table. Find out that all the 4 combination, do Fisher index method, and prove TRT FRT. Okay, you people can try this. Okay, tomorrow I'll ask anyone to tell me the steps and answer. I will work out on the document. Take down this problem. You can try this. So this is a problem which is different from the usual problem. Usual problem, you will get price and quantity directly. Here in this problem, they didn't give the quantity. They gave value. I told you at the initial of the class itself how to calculate the value if quantity is not given. Value equal to price into quantity. So from that, how to calculate the quantity? If you bring price to the left hand side, become value by price. So quantity equal to value by price. 50 by 5, 10. That is one quantity for base year. 84 by 6 will get one value. Like that, you have to calculate the quantity first. After calculate the quantity and price, the procedure is same. Okay. Everyone has copied this problem. Shall I wind up the class? Copied or not? No one is replying. Only Madhu has replied. Because without copying and don't say that, sir, you would close the session. Okay, done. Just copy this and you can try. Okay, you can try and you can complete the problem itself. So that tomorrow it will be easy for me to do the problem step by step. Okay, okay, fine. I think everyone has copied. Okay, so with this, I will end the session. But tomorrow we will meet. Okay, okay. Thank you all.